Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of From Hot Girls to Hot Flashes. I'm your host, Jay Renee.
Kiki J.
All right, so y'all, we talked last week about the image shift. The image shift in perimenopause. So that brings us to what we're going to talk about, like for the month or for the next couple of weeks. Just basically looking at things, everything from weight to joints, brain, inside, outside, and skin, everything in between. So yeah, for me, I'm feeling pretty good today. Kiki, how you feeling?
Not so great today.
Now what's the problem? What the problem is? I don't-
Girl, these hips be bothering me, honey. These hips, I'm
Oh,
having joint pain
mm.
today. I have been walking like an elderly person for the last 4 days. My
4 days.
it's like, the where your hip and your leg bone meet. I don't know what the stuff is
Like
called.
the ball socket. Your joints. Okay, joint pain. Talk about your joints.
So my joints have been hurting. Okay.
Really?
When I'm sitting now, it's hurting sitting.
Mhm.
It's hurting when I stand up. Like yesterday I was starting to get some relief.
Okay.
It was like walking, I could walk, and then I went up the stairs and like lifting my leg to go up the stairs, it hurts. I told my husband, he was like, "You gonna have to shift, like shimmy." Like he was doing the Michael Jackson from Thriller. I was like, "Sir, I'm
You
not
talking
walking
about like
around." Yes, I am not walking around looking like this.
your husband is a trip.
He is crazy.
Well,
So
but where did it start? I mean,
joint pain is one of those perimenopausal symptoms, and we come back to all this stuff. Everything tracks back to perimenopause.
it
Joint
does.
pain is a perimenopausal symptom,
It
and
does.
everybody doesn't get it. But your girl over here, I feel like I'm
Ooh.
getting everything. I have checked off like out of the 40 symptoms, I've hit 30 something at this point. I
In the
am
words of Michael Jackson, you are not okay, you are not alone. Because let me tell you something, joint pain is something that I keep hearing about since I've been on the perimenopausal journey, affecting so many women. It affects me since we talking about it. Laying down in the bed at night, going to sleep. Y'all, if I lay incorrectly and I'm turning in the middle of the night, I have hip pain out the wazoo. My knees. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, my knees have been creaking and cracking for a long time.
I
Snap,
don't
crackle. If you listen closely right now, you can hear my knee. It's popping.
I don't understand it.
Pop.
Because it's like everything is fine. And then when you turn and it's like you're deliberately being punched or something is digging into you. Y'all, it's a pain unlike no
Yes.
other. And it did not start until perimenopause.
Yes.
So how do you okay? Let's get into it. Let's get into it because y'all, joint pain is nothing to play with. Muscle pain in perimenopause is nothing to play with.
So I have muscle pain too. And I went to my doctor. Just so happened one morning, I was driving in my car and I was on the way to the doctor and my thigh started hurting. I'm like, what in the world? This is some painful stuff. Get up, stretch, get my leg, walk in, going to the doctor. I tell her, she's like, oh girl, that's bursitis. 47 years old, right?
Bursitis.
That sounds like old people stuff. And I
Okay.
mean, I'm like, what the hell is bursitis? And she
Okay.
just said it so cavalierly. Oh girl, that's bursitis.
What is bursitis?
It's muscle ache, like inflammation in your muscles. It's like there's a fluid or something in your muscles.
So when we used to hear the older people talking about my arthritis and my bursitis, that's what they
That's
talk about.
it. Like if you sit too long, you can have the inflammation, I guess, in your muscle. And I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. I looked it up after she told me, and I have not looked it up again since then. But yeah, bursitis
Yeah.
happens in your muscles. And your girl, of course, has it because who else?
It's a
Who else is
real-
going to experience this to come on the pod and tell you that, right?
I don't have bursitis.
No,
but yeah,
thank
but
God you
y'all,
don't have
that
bursitis.
is I don't have bursitis, but I have other pain. Do you all know that there are so many different types of pain that's associated with perimenopause? But when we talk about perimenopausal joint and muscle pain, there are 4 types that are usually like the go-to.
And let's see how many of these your girl got.
Okay.
Okay. We'll see. Go ahead.
All right. So first, let's talk about generalized joint pain. Just regular joint pain that is called arthralgia. And hopefully, if I edit this right, I'll put the term up there. Yes, it's arthralgia. So what arthralgia feels like is like aching,
Stiffness.
stiffness, soreness,
Mhm.
off in your hands, your knees, your hips, or your shoulders.
Mhm.
Frozen shoulder people.
Mhm.
A lot of women describe the morning stiffness
Mm.
or feeling like they suddenly aged overnight.
Mhm.
Y'all, that's perimenopausal joint pain,
Yes.
arthralgia.
Yes.
Do you ever feel like that when you have the morning stiffness? We talk about the frozen shoulder, girl. We could not lift our arm. And I
Mhm.
think we were going through it like around the same
Mhm.
time. Y'all, this
Yeah.
stuff is real. You can
It
ice
hurts.
it.
I still
Yeah,
hurt right here, like right here in my shoulders, right now, right here.
I cannot
We're
lay
not
on
gonna go
my
through all my
side.
aches and pains. We're not.
If
I
you
promise you, but
have them, you
I have
have
them.
them.
I have
Now,
them.
why does it happen? And it's because of perimenopause. Estrogen,
Estrogen,
yes.
always the key. It's all everything comes back to estrogen.
Mhm. Yep.
Mhm. Either estrogen, cortisol, or progesterone.
I thought you were gonna say prednisone. I'm like, what? But yeah, the estrogen has anti-inflammatory effects and it helps maintain your joint lubrication. But in perimenopause, as you lose estrogen,
Mhm.
you lose that lubrication.
Yes.
And here comes the pain.
And we know how good lubrication is.
Oh my God. Okay. So, as estrogen fluctuates, no, but the inflammation can increase and your joints feel stiffer. So, if you have that generalized joint pain or arthralgia, that's what that is. And that is what causes it. Now,
Mhm.
some of the things you can do to get over that is just regular movement.
Yeah, moving.
Y'all,
Moving helps.
stop sitting and laying for long periods of time, only getting up to go get some snacks and laying back down. "Ooh, I'm tired." We all get tired.
Mm.
We all get tired. And you remember how the old saints used to say, but just put some ice on it. For this, don't put ice on it. Put heat on it. No ice.
Yeah.
Put some ice on it.
Every time something happens to me, my husband says, "Did you ice it?" No, I did not, sir.
Old school, the
Yeah.
old school way of thinking. You have to do heat therapy, you guys, because our bodies as women experiencing perimenopause is going through so many different changes. And you also want to make sure that your body is equipped to handle this stuff. So you
Mhm.
might need to start a little strength training.
Mm.
Lift a couple of weights. Ain't nobody gonna lift no weights. Get a couple cans out of the kitchen, up, down, left, right. If you find that you can't take 2 soup cans or 2 canned things of canned vegetables, and let's not all lie and say all of our food is fresh in the house. Stop it. But
Mhm.
if you can't do that, if you can't hold up a can and bring it across your body at least 10 times, then you might need to do a little strength training. But that is one of the biggest things, that and the heat therapy, it really, really helps with the joint stiffness. What are some other things that you think, like the mobility and stuff? Do you think the stretching is
You know
good?
what? Stretching, but also, and it's summertime, we're in South Georgia, swimming. Swimming is a full body workout. You
Mhm.
go in, you swim, and you have that resistance. Swimming helps. Pilates,
Mm.
some kind of stretching, anything to get that body moving. And also, once you've done all that, take a warm shower. I like hot showers, but a
Mm.
warm shower, it just kind of feels like it melts, all that tension and stress away
Yeah.
out of your body.
Yeah.
And they have like these aromatherapy things that you can put in your shower, like the steam
Like a
bombs or
bath bomb?
whatever.
Oh, like the thing
Yeah.
that you put, like the little tablet that you put
And it
down?
releases, like, and it helps, that's
Okay.
you can, like, do a eucalyptus smell or some kind of,
Men
mentholated smell.
some menthol, oh Lord. But yes. So that's just the way, that's one of the things that we have is arthralgia.
Mhm.
Another thing is myalgia, fibromyalgia. Yeah, we hear it all the time in commercials. Don't know what they're talking about. Y'all, myalgia is simply muscle ache and tension. And
Mhm.
what does that feel like? It's like, ooh, constant soreness
Mhm.
in your back, your shoulders, or your legs.
Mhm.
That's what that is when it's just constant and persistent. Some women see they'll say it's like my body has the flu, like
Mhm.
the aches and the pains
Yeah.
that you have during like flu season without
Mhm.
being sick.
Yeah.
And why does it happen? Estrogen, yet
And
again.
also collagen. Well, I don't think we've talked about collagen. I think we might have mentioned some episodes back.
Hmm.
But collagen also, your body loses collagen.
Hmm.
And so that can, take away some of that lubrication in your
Right,
joints and in your muscles. And
right,
so that can lead to some of these aches as well. So you may
right.
want to look into a collagen replacement.
Right. And collagen is very trendy right now. It's very popular. And do you know why? Because a large number or large percentage of the population is going through
Mhm.
perimenopause.
Yep.
So think about it. This podcast, they never told us. Now
Mhm.
that we know and more people are getting more and more educated, it's like, what can we do to get some relief? Because we see all of the jokes about the myalgia and the arthralgia and like,
Mhm.
oh my God, I need to do some stretching. It's more than
Yep.
just talking about it, y'all. We have to be about it
Mhm.
because we don't have that estrogen like we used to. It affects your muscle recovery,
Yes.
hence the collagen. The
Yes.
collagen really, really helps. Now,
Mhm.
I take collagen on a daily basis. I take it in powder form and I take, yes, we don't have any sponsorship for this show, but it's no problem. I use two brands. I use the 360 Nutrition collagen and matcha. The reason why I do the matcha is because I like the flavor. It's a mild Japanese flavor. I really love it. I put it in my water when I go to exercise and go in the sauna. And that is grass fed collagen. There are two types. So that's one that I have 360 Nutrition brand, collagen and matcha. The other brand is Nature Plus Marine Collagen. If you
That
think
sounds expensive.
it it's a little pricey, but y'all, it's so worth it because I exercise on a what 5 to 6 day a week basis. So because of that, being a woman of a certain age, y'all, the
Mhm.
recovery Kiki talked about it, the creaks and the cracks and the pops and stuff. Just think about it. You getting your day started, you're exercising, and then next thing you know, oh, you're sitting at a desk or you're walking around. Collagen is great to help you repair. You can put it in smoothies, you can put it in coffee. As long as it's dissolvable, a nice collagen powder is really, really fine. But the marine collagen is great for recovery. So is grass fed. But I would encourage anybody that has myalgia symptoms to really try it. I've been trying to get Kiki on the
Oh, I'm getting
collagen.
some this weekend as soon as I am available or free to go to the store. Y'all know how I am about getting out of my house to go to the store.
She
But as
was
soon
like,
as I have time to go to the store, believe me, the first thing on my list is collagen.
yep,
I
you
am
can
going to get some.
you can do the collagen and like Kiki said, yoga is great for these things, you guys. You can try yoga and
Go get
also
a massage, not to cut you off, but go get somebody to rub out. I went to get a massage one day. I thought she was gonna kill me. Everything on my body hurt, but by the time she was done, I felt so much better. I didn't know my muscles were like that tight and that sore. And get in
well,
there, she rubbed it. Oh my gosh.
with what we do for a living, it's a lot of tension, it's a lot of stress.
Mhm.
We always, try to do the stress reduction practices that usually help with these things. That includes deep breathing, mindfulness, cortisol spiking, it worsens the muscle tension, it
Mhm.
increases the stress.
Mhm.
Last episode, Kiki's tongue is not like mine, but if your tongue is substantial, stick your tongue out for about 40 seconds and watch your cortisol levels go down. Your tension will ease. All of these things. Also, eating magnesium rich food,
Mhm.
getting enough sleep. As women in perimenopause,
We
we
know
do
that
not get enough sleep. It
we
is
don't.
difficult, but
Mhm.
there are things you can do. And of course, we'll talk about that in other episodes. But yes, that is so important, especially when dealing with pain. You have you have inflammation, but you also have the big one, tendon and ligament pain.
Mhm.
That is a big thing amongst women in perimenopause. And what it is just localized pain around the tendons, i.e., tendinopathy, not tendinitis. It is tendinopathy. It's often around your joints like your shoulder, your elbow, your Achilles, and it gets worse with repetitive movement. Do you think that that might be what you have going on
I don't know.
today?
I don't know if I have that one. I think I might not have the tendon one, maybe.
Well, it's that lack of estrogen or the decrease in estrogen because estrogen it supports collagen. It supports the tissue elasticity. When those levels drop, those tendons become less flexible and then they get irritated. So that's when your husband said, "Hey, did you ice it? You put some ice on it."
Yeah. And you know what? Now I think about it, my foot, I have been diagnosed with something called plantar fasciitis.
You got plantar fasciitis, y'all. You got plantar fasciitis.
I think perimenopause caused that. I didn't have it before, but yeah, plantar fasciitis, look it up.
Lord,
Your foot hurts so
and it's
bad.
usually in
Oh
your
my
heel.
gosh,
It
it
is a
hurts so
direct
bad.
result, you guys, of an estrogen drop and that tendinopathy irritation. Now, I will say, having had plantar fasciitis about, let's see, I am 51. I had plantar fasciitis when I was 30.
Mm.
And the doctor told me, you fine. You just heavy.
Oh,
Excuse me? But he
oh,
said, "Oh, we got that kind of relationship." He was really relaxed with his patients,
you're not that
and
close.
that was my second visit. After that visit, haven't seen him since.
I
But yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah, that was 20 years ago. But he was
Oh
like, "Yeah,
my
you just
gosh.
need to, just take off a couple of pounds." And this was in South Georgia.
Wow.
You said South Georgia
No.
earlier. We in Atlanta. You said that earlier.
I'm from South Georgia. I will forever be a South Georgia girl, even in Atlanta.
As am I. But you know what? Moving on.
It's hot in Georgia, all over the whole state of Georgia. It's
Get my
hot as
nail
hell.
around this bitch. But yes, with the tendinopathy, y'all, and the plantar fasciitis, if you've been diagnosed or you think you have it, a simple solution would be to stand. I wish we were in a position where I can show you, but you just stand, where the baseboard is, where the wall is. You prop your foot up against it and you lean back, and then you just lean forward and put that pressure on your foot. Your foot will go like that. You're putting pressure on it, and the more pressure you put, it eases it because you're stretching the tendon.
Mm.
That's what the nurse practitioner told me 21 years ago after that doctor trying to be trying to be nice and funny and laugh and this and that. I'm like, "Nigga, no.
Somebody just told me, "Stop wearing heels." I was like, "Girl, I'm just gonna have plantar fasciitis then, because your
Let the
girl
record show.
is not stop wearing heels."
Let the record show. Kiki J wears heels with everything. Y'all, there are heels on her sneakers. Okay. Anything else? Okay, then. All right. So, common treatment approaches when you're working with tendinopathy. The big thing about that with the plantar fasciitis and the tendinopathy, y'all, repetitive movement. You have to keep moving. You have to have on supportive footwear. But
Mhm.
if this woman tells me one more time that she's more comfortable in heels than she is with a flat shoe, I can't scream because she has shown and proven everything she has a heel and it does not seem to bring her any discomfort. Whatever works for you,
I
works
can
for
run
you.
in them. You've seen
Yeah,
me run in
I've
heels.
seen you run in heels.
Uh-huh.
That's what our eyes comes in. Eyes for acute flare up, you guys, and also slow and controlled movements. The wall exercise I showed you, look it up on TikTok. You can Google it. There are certain little pushes that you can do to make sure that your tendons have that lubrication. And that's another thing. That's where that collagen comes in.
Mhm.
So that would
Yep.
be great. Now, if these things are just too much and what we're saying, and we love to say we are not
Not
medical
medical
professionals.
professionals. Nope.
Yeah, I had somebody tell, why you keep saying that?
Because
In this day and
it's
age,
important.
you need to.
They told me, and we didn't
Right.
tell you. We told you to go to your doctor, go see your lady.
Right. And make sure to reach out if the pain is severe, if it gets worse, if it has like swelling to it or redness. If you have morning stiffness that lasts for more than an hour after you've stretched, you need to stretch. When you get
Mhm.
up in the morning, the first thing you need to do is stretch. Before you get up out of the bed, I always lay flat on my back and I'm always lifting my legs up. I'm lifting my legs up one at a time for a count of 8. Then I'm circling my entire leg. I move my husband, he'll be all right. But yeah, it's something where before I even get out of the bed, I learned that in physical therapy when I was in an accident years ago, because you have to get everything going before you put your feet on the floor. If you stretch and you still have morning stiffness after an hour, you may need to see a healthcare
Mhm.
professional.
Yeah.
Anything else they may want to look out for?
Did we talk about all 4? Was
I
that 4?
think we
Tendinopathy,
did.
myalgia.
Myalgia, arthralgia, and also shoot, flare-ups.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Flare-ups.
flare-ups.
Flare-ups is
Yes.
a mix, joint
Yes.
and muscle pain together.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the last thing you
My
want.
life right now today is a flare-up.
And see, some women describe it as like a random pain day. Like everything
Mhm.
will be fine, but then that next day is like, ugh,
Mhm.
everything hurts. And why is
Yes.
that? Hormones.
Yes.
Hormones are fluctuating.
Mhm.
Perimenopause right there in the mix.
Yep.
It can increase the inflammation, making your body more reactive to the simple stuff, stress,
Yes.
not enough sleep,
Mhm.
food triggers, like
Mhm.
all of that.
I had something with sugars today. I'm pretty sure that was it. So yeah, that's probably it.
Food is I have a personal relationship with food, y'all. And when we'll talk about that in another episode, but it affects everything.
Mhm.
The anti-inflammatory eating patterns that you can do. Leafy
Yes.
greens.
Yes, we had an episode on anti-inflammatory foods or foods
Mm-hmm.
that you can eat. So go back to
Mm-hmm.
that episode and look at some foods that will help reduce this inflammation.
Yes, and also a consistent sleep schedule. That's another issue that
Hard,
we have.
very hard.
Well, I'm not gonna go to sleep. I'll just wait. One day you're tired, you go to bed at 8:30, then the next night you up 2 o'clock in the morning, scrolling on
That's me.
TikTok and just like,
So hard to
oh.
fall asleep.
Listen,
Yes.
a consistent sleep
I
schedule.
try.
Utilize these phones.
I
Utilize,
try.
hey, that's us.
Oh.
Utilize Utilize the tools that you have, y'all. There are apps out there. We have so much information now that we don't have to rely on what we weren't told.
Mhm.
Now we're looking at what we do know and
Mhm.
how we can best make it work for us.
Yes.
So those are just some of the pains when we talk about the image shifts. Y'all, the body, the joint and the muscle pain, it is there, it is persistent for someone like me who's never really had any kind of joint and muscle pain other than car accidents, never had that pain. Now all of a sudden it's something all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every day. My daughter tells me, she's like, "Ugh, you just getting old every day." And it's every day is something. Especially when I had to come home and tell everybody I had bursitis. That was my reaction. That I called this one on the way home from the doctor.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all, I've just never heard of anyone under the age of 75 having bursitis. And she is almost half that. So I'm just like, oh, because you see it in television and you hear it, stuff like that. But honey, y'all better get this muscle cream. Get this muscle cream. A good massage
Oh,
always works.
yes. Yes.
So yeah, you guys, just
Yes.
heat therapy. There are certain things you can do. So
Yeah.
listen, check it out. Let us know. Are there some other things that you prefer, other things that you like? Let us know. This is a community we're trying to build so we can share all the information we have with you because we're all in this thing together.
And please let me know if you have bursitis. I don't wanna be the only one.
Anything else, Kiki, for this week
Till
before we
next
sign?
time.
All right, you guys. We'll catch you later. Bye.